Sarah, don't defy me.
It is too late. You have gone too far.
add source. There we go. I'm gonna have to add this to every freaking scene I have. They installed all kinds of crazy stuff on my machine for my new job, and there's some conflict, you know. So I was spending the better part fixing this problem, but now I think I know. So like when we go to the next scene, I'm gonna have to like add that as well. So hope everybody is having a kick-ass Monday. It's okay, you know, we're gonna have those little bumps in the road. We're gonna have those little things that pop up from time to time, and we just gotta roll with them, right? So cheers to all you beautiful people out there. But so glad to be hanging out with you guys. This is probably gonna be the last stream this week. Hopefully I'm coming in loud and clear. It looks like I am when I look at the equalizer, because starting a new job, and the schedule is going to be kind of wonky during training period, and it should settle out itself, and I just got to figure some things out and how I'm going to incorporate streaming into all that. So I just want to let you guys know that I'm so glad you came to hang out with me today, so that we can spend some special time while I try to get everything figured out, because I definitely want to keep hanging out with you guys and keep streaming and keep working on projects and things like that. So it's just, you know, some stuff in flux that we're just gonna have to work out as it comes along. So, but thank you guys so much. Matt, what is up? So good to see you here. Thank you guys for the congratulations. I really appreciate that. So thank you. Cheers to that. Danny Dogmouth. So I already greeted a lot of you that you didn't hear for obvious reasons. So it's so good to see y'all here. Sarah, Soph, Notorious Demise, Danny Dogmouth, Cool Cold 417. So cheers to you guys. Thank y'all for coming to hang out a little bit, you know. Oh, thank you for that, Notorious. As to the authenticity, having bumps in the road, that sort of thing. Exactly. But thank y'all. You guys are amazing, and I appreciate each and every one of you. So yeah, pumped to be doing this, pumped to be hanging out. Get back to some The Last of Us. I think we left off, yeah, with Jesse and Ellie crashing into the lake, so should be finding strings, that sort of stuff, which is going to be fun. Doing some stealth kills and fighting the bloater, which now I kind of relate to my sabotage trailer that I made. So it's going to be a while before I won't be able to associate that, which like gives me just like positive vibes. So pretty pumped. What's up, Dandel? So good to see you. Says hello, my fellow people from Luxembourg. Right on, man. Cheers. So if there's no other business to get out of the way with you lovely people, then I say we get right into it. Boot up the creature. And pray for no technical interference in our standard operating procedures here. Let's see. Get this open. And this is going to be fun, because any new scene we go to, I'm going to have to re-add the microphone. So we're going to do a little transition here, and I'm assuming it's just going to, my voice is just going to stop right in the middle. This is what I would guess. Source. Hello. I think this is working now. Matt says, what time you got, Wolf? For me, it is 2:11 p.m. here in Tejas. What about you, good sir? Probably some ungodly hour of the morning in the Oceania world, I'm guessing. On the other side of the planet. All right, let's see what we got. And we need chat overlays too. As we go back to this, everything's popping up on different screens. Kadoosh. All right. 4:11 a.m. See, I knew it was an ungodly time for you, Matt, and I'm so happy that you're here at 4:11 a.m. rocking out with us. It means a lot, my man. It's an honor to have you here, bro. It's an honor. All right. And we are going to continue recording our No Musica playthrough so that we can have it for editing purposes. Melamat, what is up? So good to see you. She says, hello, hello, Wolf. How are you doing? It's been a while.
Dina.
I'm doing pretty good, Mello. I'm doing very, very great, actually. I'm very excited about new opportunities and new chances. Mick, thank you so much for that resub. He says, it's been a pleasure. Right on, my man. Cheers, cheers, cheers. Cheers, 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 Mick. And we lift our muzzles in a howl of honor.
How'd you get past Maria?
But hopefully everything is going your way, Melamat. So glad to have you here hanging out. Junie Cap, what is up, man?
Oh, it's just us.
How are you doing, good sir? Hopefully still doing everything in all caps. I would hope.
Don't need to do that.
Oh, shut up. So when'd you leave Jackson?
Day after you, there was bad snow when I crossed into Oregon. I've been doing 18-hour stretches for the past 2 weeks trying to catch up.
You guys are amazing. A-M-A-Z-Y. Totally not me walking around in a daydream all the time. Especially as a kid. Right?
Anyway.
Always? I'm glad to hear it, Junie Cap.
Man, I mean, I forget my own birthday if she didn't remind me when it was.
You should just
I know that's
apologize
right.
to her.
I just said,
So gorgeous.
okay, what's going on?
Nothing. Why?
I can tell when you're off.
I can tell when you're off.
Just got some stuff on my mind.
You let me know if you want to talk about it.
Why don't you give me that rifle so we can get through this sequence, bro?
That's stragglers.
How many?
Just a handful.
Some stragglers in the distance. Oof. Mello says I'm okay, but it's not easy, honestly, these days. But it's good to be here and not think for a while. I know that's right. I know that's right, Melamat. Yeah, sometimes it's not easy. But it's good to hang out with, you know, like-minded human beings, like-souled, perhaps. And share our sparks of positive vibes together.
Good way to draw them out of wherever they're hiding. Got to aim higher. Leave the bullet room to drop.
I see.
There you go.
Sounds attracting them.
Well, we are on patrol. Let's clear them out.
Oh my goodness. There we go. Shot him in the booty.
Should have compensated. There you go. 2 left.
Gotcha.
That's all of them. Usually more over this way if you want to keep shooting.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to be doing some remote support type stuff. Is how I would describe it.
Where are they coming from?
Hordes like to move through this area.
Batman's getting
They
10-10.
always end up leaving behind.
Dude, I can't wait.
They do
Those-
the same routes every year.
The first 3 trailers they released for it are just amazing.
What's that about?
And I felt like Batman content was oversaturated and I didn't want any more.
Temperatures- Shit, I don't
But when I
fucking
saw, man, that first Fandom trailer, I was like, what in the world? I got to see this now. So, very exciting that it's getting
Looks like they're moving downhill.
good reviews.
Why?
Very. I don't typically look at that sort of thing, but if it's getting 10-10s, that sounds pretty outstanding. Oh, we missed her. There we go. Help her out with her back problems a little bit.
This thing.
Spotting 2 still.
Pretty hyped myself, Mr. Mick. Tighter.
She's yours.
Mello is gifted a sub to Junicap. Cheers to you, Melomat. Cheers, and thank you so much for that. And one to Matt. Hell yes, Mello. Thank you so much. Rock on, and thank you for that, Melomat. And if you'd like to play some Connect Spore, some Maws of Memory or something, you just let me know. And it would be my honor to do so with you. You're amazing, Melomat. Seriously. Thank you. There you go, Junie. Melomat, you're awesome. In fact, one would say... Let me see if I can do this. One would even say...
No. I don't know the first thing about this.
That I'd teach you how to play.
What is my thing doing?
It did.
What's happening? Hello. There we go. There we go. I promise I can type. Oh, you've given one to Simon K as well. Cheers. Holy shit. Thank you so much, Melomat. Mad Matt says, sending much love and hugs, Mello. Aw, hell yeah. Those are the vibes we're talking about. Right on. Right on.
No rush.
No rush, why I keep missing. Thanks, Tommy. Oh my god.
Try again.
Everybody knows this is like my least favorite part of the game.
What you think?
Beautiful. Couple more.
Especially since you never have to shoot this far in the game,
I
ever.
like how fall smells. That dried leaf smell.
That's why I never quite understood why this was here. It seems like a tutorial for something that got cut out of the game.
You're really getting it.
Mick says this building... Oh, the building you go to now with Tommy is the same building that Joel and Tommy have to run out of at the start of the game. No, for me, Mick, I never made that connection, but I saw somebody mention it on Reddit probably 6 months ago, and of course I played a bunch since then, so now it's like burned into my brain. But no, for the longest time, it didn't connect that those are the same buildings until I saw something that was on the subreddit, which is pretty cool. Yay, this part is over with. I really don't like that shooting at long distance section. It's always challenging to me for some reason.
And they're over.
Hey, thanks for that.
Especially since we don't get to practice it at any other part in the game.
Ladies first.
But this is where the fun begins.
I'm not supposed to say anything, but Joel's worried about you.
There's nothing to worry
I'm
about.
surprised that Matt is awake.
But if you don't talk to him,
4:11 a.m. Those are like some me hours, man. That's like when I come awake for the first time, typically.
That was y'all shooting up there, right?
oh, just some stragglers.
Indeed it was, Pop. It was
Never
us.
got to try out my scope.
How'd you like it?
Let's get some more H2O in the old goblet. While we have a little awkward conversation here
You haven't gotten around to changing the
with
string.
Papa Joel.
I didn't know I was supposed to.
Yeah, you,
I don't know how she's played the guitar for 3 years without changing the strings.
Well, there's that music store down there. I bet they got guitar stuff. I mean, that area's long overdue for a sweep anyway. I can keep watch.
what do you say, kiddo?
Sure.
Tommy.
And that's our cue.
That's fucking great.
You sure you don't want to go?
Thank you for that follow, ZB.
He's waiting.
Okay. Let's go.
All right. On me, kiddo.
Maybe you had a feeling you had to be at this stream?
saw from the ridge.
Mick,
You?
this game is now 1 of 10 for me.
Found 2 runners in a house.
Totally unplayable.
Tells me you're
I totally can't buy into the lore anymore, Mick.
He's even
Right?
recommending you for paired patrols. Well, I think you're still a bit young for it.
I'm a better shot than almost all of them.
She sounds like
And I have more
Anakin.
experience than
I am
most
the
of
most
new recruits.
powerful scout ever. I am better than all of them.
Okay. Thanks.
You just do me a favor and start with the shorter routes for now.
I want more, and I know I
You
shouldn't.
handle them.
All right.
Hey, you remember those?
Matt says, okay, chat, big question, TLOU1 or TLOU2 story, which
Yeah.
is best?
Tommy and I found some when we
So
were
I will
moving
let
from
you
Texas
guys
school the other
speak
day.
for yourselves,
Like 'em?
of course.
Well, you know what?
For me, Matt, it's kind of hard to separate the story because
Dog-eared yellow
it's
star means
so connected,
She's a
you know?
savage.
It's all part of one thing, and I don't really see one as being better than the other, if that makes
I mean,
sense.
Definitely deserved it, but
But, you know, the part 2 story has a lot more moving parts to it.
you're funny.
Music stores up that way.
Part 1 is definitely easier to digest,
Sounds good.
you know?
No shimmer.
And is definitely almost going to have an unquestionable blow your socks off experience to anybody experiencing that story for the first time, whereas part 2 is much more challenging art to digest. So I don't really know, for me personally, about, you know, which one is a better story, because I don't really look at it that way per se. But I hope my question at least answers for you my perspective on it.
I don't think we can go this
Matt.
way.
Get a little card we don't need. Full now. Hello, Coco. How are you doing? Good to see you here.
Okay, so now what?
Well, if you're up for it, we can try cutting through that hotel.
Mick says TLOU2 only happens because of part 1, so it's hard to say. Right? Yeah, they're so interconnected, aren't they? Very interconnected, to say the least. I guess I gotta try the door before Pops will want to do something else, maybe. What's up, Scovey? Good to see you. I'm doing pretty good, pretty grand.
Oh, that might be something.
Pretty G-rand.
You think you can fit in there?
Well, it's worth a shot.
Careful now.
Yep.
Good to see you, Scovey. Been a little bit.
Hold on.
Glad you're coming to hang out. While we do a fun little section that I'm going to try and stealth like I normally do when we play Grounded. Hey! It's Astronaut! Astronaut, what is up, man? Cheers to you! So good to see you here, man, and thank you for the follow. Astronaut is The Last of Us virtual photographer. He has some badass shots out there. Some that I'm using for Alone in the Spores. So it's so cool. Unless you are coincidentally a different astronaut. Hello, it's really great to see you, man. Hey, what's up, Alex? How are you doing? Good to see you. Notorious Demise says, to Matt, I think each part had exactly what my past and present self needed. Past self needed a story of community and love. My present self was much more mature to stomach the consequences from part 1 and the gritty beauty. Right on. Hell yeah. What's up, Alon? Good to see you, man. How are you doing? Hopefully everything is wrought in your neck of the woods. Everything going your way. Okay, that goes back outside. This is where I'm at. Getting a little disorientated here as we go. How did I lose Joel? Joel, where are you? Where'd you go, Pops? Oh, I gotta let him in. Oh my god, I gotta let him in. Oh my god. Y'all, don't look at me. Totally not embarrassing myself here.
Well, hello.
Howdy.
You impressed?
No, you're just too skinny. Need to eat more.
What's up, Astronaut? He says, thanks for the shout out. Still working on some new infected shots. in my current playthrough. Oh, Ash, I can't wait to see those. I absolutely can't wait to see them. So you're going to have to share them now. You know. And I haven't been very active on Twitter lately. So if I don't see it, you know, send me a DM, bro.
We got spores. Put your mask on.
Because I don't want to miss the day that you post them.
It's just us.
What if we run into someone?
What if we run into someone?
Fine.
Let's do this.
You gotta be smart about this.
Sure.
You start wearing that mask, kiddo, and eventually you're gonna slip up in front of someone you shouldn't.
I've never slipped.
You ain't told nobody new, have you? Not Jesse or Dina or...
Of course.
I always wish she had name dropped Kat.
Good.
That would be really cool because it kind of feels like she doesn't exist. So it would be cool to just hear Pops here mention her. That'd be really badass. Look at all those emojis. Oh my goodness, Alex. Coco says, sorry for the question. Why you're not going to stream for a while? Oh, it's probably just like this week. I probably won't stream till my first day off. But then I'd hate to promise that if I have a bunch of crazy things that I have to get done on that day. Just because I have a new job with a schedule that's kind of fluctuating during the first couple of weeks of training. If that makes sense, Coco. So because of that, I just kind of have to see how everything's going to work out, if that makes sense, you know. So once we see how that works out, and then we'll get a new schedule, you know. Nick says, Wolf, did you watch the clip I sent in the school where I got caught hiding on the roof? I did not. Yeah, I've been kind of really preoccupied with quite a few different things here lately, so my apologies if I didn't see that if you posted on the Discord. My apologies.
Maybe.
I'll have to check that out. How come I never get caught, though? Why do I never get caught when I hide there? Mick, you just, you know, they're probably seeing that amazing, like, leg tattoo, that leg sleeve that you have of The Last of Us, and it's just, like, making you stand out more. You know, it's somehow transferring to Ellie as you control her, and they're just spotting you every time, bro. Because I never get caught, man. Never. Why are we crying, Notorious? No tears. Maybe you're just too handsome to hide, you know. So they just gonna find you. Though when we backed away, it's like how we backed away and examined the space the last time. It's like how could anyone like not see you? It's so obvious if there's you know, Ellie and Dina right there. It's so freaking obvious that there's like two adults like laying there. You can totally see. I don't even think a child could hide there. This space is just super huge. It's kind of funny, actually.
We'll go through here.
Sure.
Is it one of us?
Many people went missing from Jackson and teenagers. This was too old. Now it just roamed in.
Oh no. Elon, did you gamble all your coins? You and Alex are something else. Holy shanoli. Yeah, it's the same with me, Ash. Every time I go there, I don't get spotted, so I'm not sure why Mick is having trouble with it, and I don't know what to recommend. But I'll watch the footage just to see if anything stands out to me. You know?
Come here.
You will have to see, just to check it out. Words of Qui-Gon, when you gamble, my friend, eventually you lose.
Let's take him out.
Watch out, Pops. Nice RNG. I'll take that too. Joel? What happened, Pops? What'd you do? Yeah, that's what we're trying to do right now, Mick. It's usually what we do. Just takes a few times. I don't know why Joel alerted that broski. I don't think I can grab her without stunning her first. And it's still stealth. Maybe I just killed this guy too close. Very possible. Alright, so we'll just drag him back, drag him back, drag him back, drag him. Poosh. Oh, I waited too long. No. No, no, no. I just needed one more second. That stinks. I just needed one more second because you got to make sure the clicker doesn't have quote-unquote line of sight. I know that sounds weird, but you got to make sure. I could just try and grab her as soon as I get to her. We'll see. Let's see what we do here. So we wait for her to come towards the window and then go back to stare out that window, and then as soon as she starts walking, then we go. Just gotta make sure she didn't see me from the side. And drop prone, drop prone, drop prone, drop prone, drop prone. Oh, she saw me. Okay, I should have just gone back to the window. What is up, Anna? How are you doing? Hopefully you're having a great Monday. Intense Ellie is intense. Like camping. Yeah, I love that as well, Ash. It's pretty cool, pretty rad. Okay. And it says, I'm doing great. It's Carnival here in Brazil. Right on. That sounds awesome. I don't want to get spotted. Also. Is that a lot like Carnival in Italy? Very Cattolica. Oh no. Oh. Son of a gun. Biscuits and gravy. Otro vez, Danny. Otro vez. Mick just gambled 80,000 coins. No! Oh, man. Oh, my goodness. Bruv. It's a good thing, I guess, they're just internet points, right? It's not like you just, you know, did your life savings or anything. You know, that would make me a lot more stressed. Okay, we're gonna be more careful now. Gonna be more careful, more careful, more careful. Everybody's gambling. So much gambling. Okay, she's over there. Can I come up here with her not seeing me? Let her come this way. No. 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 Okay, now I can get her, I think. Oh, okay, I'm just gonna go with it. Alright. I don't want to keep doing that over and over and over and over again. So we're just gonna do it. Hiya.
Over here!
Bye. Oh shit, he's dying. Hold on, Joel. There you go, Pops. All right. We got another wave. Let's go ahead and craft this. Oh, hold on. Let's heal. Let's heal. She got a little bloody. Okay. Do that. Mr. Monocle, how are you doing, man? Good to see you.
Over here.
I do see some what looks like the Deutsch, which I've been told I mispronounce in the chat. We do keep we ask for everything to be English just so that everybody knows what's being said and so that it can be moderated. So while we do love and appreciate the beauty of all languages, we just ask for everything to be English. What is up, Texans girl? How are you doing? Oh. You know what? Let's just restart this part. We got hit. We got hit. Let's try this again. Ellie's so fast. Oh! Whoa, she got me before I could get over. Son of a gun. What is up, Texas girl? She says, hello. I'm doing good working. How are you? I'm doing pretty good. When I'm not, you know, getting munched on by clickers here. I usually like to eat my mushrooms. I don't want them eating me. Not a kill shot. Not a kill shot. Oh my god. Papa needs me to save him again. Oh, not enough.
No. I don't know the first thing about that.
Melomat gifting a sub to Mr. Monocle. You are outstanding and amazing. Much love, Melomat. Seriously. Cheers. Mello says, yes, and I live in a city that celebrates Carnival the most. Interesting. Wonder what city that is if you care to share, Melomat. Just curious. Más curioso. Oop. Oh, what's happening? She's like staggered or something. That was... Oop, I didn't. Okay, well, it's a done deal now. Cool. Cologne. Alright, alright. How many are left? How many? Oh shit, he got a bunch on him! He got a bunch! Oh, can't shoot.
Got more of them!
Oh! Oh my goodness, so much mad affection from the mushrooms. Gotta start all over again. Oh, why did it auto-target the one furthest from me? That was bizarre. Oh well. Oh! Oh, I'm in a corner. Alright. Guess that's a death right there. So we will go again. Oh. Will I play Horizon? I certainly plan on it. Looking forward to it, actually. Oh, how did I hit the clicker? Okay. It let me hit the clicker. Oh! That's weird. I shot her and she didn't stagger, but that last time I shot one, it was like stagger locked or something? I don't know. Weird. All this tells me is I'm definitely not ready for any form of permadeath. That's all this tells me. Oh, she's still alive. Wow. Okay. Is she still alive? Oh my goodness. Very strange. But we're just gonna flow with it and go with it, as I say. Okay. I am absolutely down for another Abby post. Let me just try and wrap up this real quick. Oh. Ellie, 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 Ellie. Where is she? Whew! I think we finally got him. Holy shit!
I think we did it.
Holy cow.
So, what do you say we give up on those strings for today?
Could have said it better myself.
Oh no! Why Stream Elements just timed out Notorious for sending a link? I don't know how to stop that from happening, but it is totally fine to send a leak, and you've done that before, so I'm not quite sure why it's doing that. I was actually thinking about doing Elden Ring, Mick, so just right now I don't have a whole lot of time. So, but I'm definitely very much interested. I've never played any of the games from that in that family. Why does it say 20 messages were deleted by a moderator? That is so weird. Do we have any law dogs here that can help with this? Probably not. I know Rocco said he wasn't, because I don't know how to tell Stream Elements not to do that type of thing, which is weird because Notorious, you've shared links with us before that we checked out and all that kind of good stuff, so I really apologize for that. Very, very strange. Very strange happenings for real. So I don't know how to. And like Automod didn't even give me a chance to do anything about that, so I don't know. Notorious Demise was going to share a link with us that we wanted to check out, and then Automod went crazy and deleted 20 of their posts, and then put them in a timeout. So I have no idea why. We've looked at links before, so, and I don't know how to like undo the timeout. I don't know how to make it not do that. So really strange inconsistency from Stream Elements there. Really weird. But
Look at me! I'm on a motherfucking dinosaur!
hello, Lee
What are you
Eiley?
doing? Don't jump.
Probably saying that right. Thank you so much for that 3-month resub. Cheers to you. And a howl in your honor. A howl in your honor as we lift our muscles. Muzzles, not muscles. Yeah, I don't, let's see. Because you've done that, You've done that before. Yeah, so now this is like really building up anticipation. Now we really want to see the link. So, let's see if, is there a way that we can temporarily turn that super sensitive stuff off? I don't even know how. Yeah. Okay, yeah, so Soph is telling you to whisper it to her, and then maybe she can post it, and we can all check it out, which will be great. If it works. If it works. another Abby cosplay post. I'm excited to see. I love sharing community work, and especially for Abby. She is near and dear to my heart, a transcendent heroine, a transcendent hero figure. So, and she doesn't get enough love in our community. So, there we go. Soph has posted the link. So let's check this out for a second before we head on. Let's all take a gander here and see what she's. Oh, wow. Hell yeah. Look at that. Look at that, you guys. And if you're not already following Xion, as she is called here on Instagram, you guys certainly do that. Right on. You can see Abby. I love the weathering in your clothes. Holy shit. Cheers. Cheers. You can see Abby squinting, looking for potential Seraphites. Gotta make sure they're not around, right? And it sucks that there were some issues with the link posting and stuff, so I don't know why the automod there. That is me. It's me. Right? It looks very awesome. I agree with Mellow Matt. Hell yeah. That look of determination is all Abby. And I love like the dirt and everything, all the weathering. Looks very much, even on your hands, you can see it. That's badass. That's some badass stuff. Right on. Right on. Hell yeah. We need more of this in the community. But thank you so much for sharing that with us here. And cheers to you. Notorious Demise. Definitely rocking the Abby energy and the Abby. That's me. Ash says, that's such a sick cosplay. Perfect braid too. I know, right? Right on. Yeah, isn't that weird, Soph? Yeah, very, very strange indeed. Very strange. So, we'll see how it goes. But I'm so glad we found a way. Hey, we found a way to outsmart them robots so we could gaze upon this, you know, amazing Abby cosplay and enjoy it all together. Hell yeah, I love it, and I love the other Abby pics that you shared. In fact, I am going to real quick. Obviously, I love this one, but I also want to make sure everybody sees the other one. So hopefully, AutoMod doesn't penalize me for 120 seconds. So make sure y'all check out this link too if y'all haven't already, of the first really kick-ass Abby cosplay post that she made, where she got asked by somebody from that area, excuse me, why are you walking around with an axe? It's pretty awesome. But I'm loving all of the Abby energy and all the Abby vibes, and so happy you're sharing this with us. Cheers to that. Cheers, cheers, cheers. Anna says, love the cosplay, right? Notorious says, man, y'all made my evening, got the biggest smile on my face, and we are very, very happy for it. Sophie says, current chat options is showing it's not checked to block URLs, so very weird. Yeah, that is strange. We'll just, we'll keep an eye on it, and if I remember, I'll try to look up some stuff later and see what we can do to kind of make sure that doesn't happen again to our friends here. People have been with us here for a while, sharing beautiful, wonderful community content. Trevor Wren, what's up? He says, just looked at the photo. Amazing Abby cosplay. I love it. Right on, Trevs. Right on, man. So good to see you. Happy Monday, man. And you are very welcome, Genkishin. So, my pleasure. All right. With that amazing Abby energy, let's go face the bloater, shall we? We're just going to, we're going to have the unity of opposites here. Ellie running supercharged by a player with some awesome Abby energy, shall we? Make sure I don't give you guys a free derp, Dan. Oh, that's sweet. Sending the biggest hug in all the corners of the world. Cheers to that. Cheers to that all the way. Rock on. Exactly so. All the rockin' vibes is what we want. Trevor says, thought I'd tune into this stream since this might be the last one for a little bit. Yeah, and I mean, not to sound like melodramatic. It's my last stream. You know, play taps or anything. It's just like for this next week or two, I mean, I am going to try and see if I can stream on my day off. I just don't know if I'm like, fuck, I just want to rest. You know, I have no idea how this is going to play out, so I just wanted to be fair and honest with everything, if that makes sense. But thank you for coming to hang out for a little bit, Trevs. It's always fun when you're coming to hang out, bro. Come on, Pops, let's do this. Rock on with some Abby energy here. As we go dance with a little bloater. No, not the last stream, Anna. Not the last stream. Yeah, this just reminds me of the Sabotage trailer that we made on the YouTube channel. Lots of fun. You know, if you can take something about this challenging art, this really challenging and emotionally devastating game, and then turn it into a fun trailer, that's what we tried to do with, and I think we succeeded. I'm pretty proud of that trailer, by the way. Come on! Listen to Pops. Come on! Hey. Get off my dad. Kaya! Uh-oh. Right in the kisser. Oh! Where did he go? Thank you. Oh, she's out, she's out, she's out. Oh, it was enough. Yay! We did enough damage. Cheers! Thank you, Texas Girl. I appreciate that so much. Listen to his breathing. I love it.
It was too close.
Too close.
But we fucking did it.
We did fucking do it. I don't know why I'm picking up supplies. Supplies that we don't need. It's like a reflex of sorts. But we definitely rocked that out with some Abby energy. Got him on the first try. So that's always sexy. Let's go, Dad. Oh, he's got to move the chair or whatnot from over here. Little couch of sorts. Trevor wants to know how everyone's weekend was. I was pretty busy.
What are you doing?
But we are vibing with all the potential, all the energy of potential crackling in the air this week, and we are just vibing it hardcore.
Spores are clear.
Quite the fight back there, huh?
Indeed.
Not often we get a bloater around these parts.
For a blomer?
Jesse and Dina are gonna lose their shit when they hear about this.
Them two anyway. They're dating, right?
On and off. Why?
I hear the way Jesse talks about you.
No, Jesse and I are just friends.
Well, now I've got a pretty keen eye.
He's got a pretty keen eye for this sort of
Not
thing.
so keen with this one.
Let's see.
Don't hold your breath.
Just add things.
You think you can squeeze through there?
Let's do it.
See what it is?
Yeah. Okay.
Mr. Monocle says, many hours of my weekend were dumped into Elden Ring. Perhaps too much. Hey, if you're escaping into a brand new game, Mr. Monocle,
Thanks.
you know, you're having fun, you're vibing, you're doing your thing, you know, then I say that's a good thing. You know?
I think it's them.
Totally not me whenever The Last of Us Part 2 came out.
Couple ran away last year.
You know, we'll put life on hold and we'll just dive headlong into this brutal narrative, you know. Just be another Last of Us fan. You know, typical stuff, typical stuff.
Jackson is a wonderful place, but we got tired of hearing the stories of people suffering everywhere else. We wanted to save lives.
Right.
We had good intentions.
Trevor says, nice, nice. I went camping with my best friend at his cabin and had a great time.
We've decided
That sounds exciting.
lives instead of turning.
And beautiful and peaceful, serene, hopefully.
Please tell our family and friends that we're sorry.
Melomat says I started Horizon during the weekend. How are you liking it? Without spoilers, of course. How are you enjoying the game? I look forward to exploring it.
Shot her.
Continuing Aloy's journey.
I can't take my own life. I'm a fucking coward. Adam,
Anna says many hours of my weekend were dumped into sleeping.
only they were immune, right?
That can be a good thing too, Anna. Right?
Well, let's go get Tommy and we can get these bodies back to Jackson.
After you took me out of the Firefly Hospital, you said there were dozens of people like me.
Mick says, when The Last of Us 2 came out, I took time off work and I bought the game twice just to make sure I could play at midnight. That is a real The Last of Us fan, Mick. 100%. I would have taken... I already had it planned to take off, you know, from work. I had my vacation scheduled and everything, you know, for like a whole week afterwards. But, you know, then a COVID layoff, so didn't have to worry about that. So I was able to just play without worrying about it, you know? Mello says to me, loving it so far, Horizon's Forbidden West. Playing it together with Schmitty. And that's also nice to experience it together. Ooh, so does it have a co-op that I wasn't aware of?
I had so many questions
something?
for them.
That's cool either way, though.
Why did you pull me out of there while I was still unconscious?
Trev says, for sure, build a campfire with my friend, had some drinks, and chilled
How do you
out.
know they were
That sounds
useless? Maybe if
pretty,
you just would have given
man,
them
that
more time, they
sounds
could have figured something
like
out.
an amazing vacation.
There was no cure. There's nothing that could help these people or anybody else. I know you wish things were different. I wish things were different. But they ain't. And we need to get these kids back to their families.
Oh, you guys just take turns? Right. Yeah, see, I agree with Notorious.
Is there something else you'd
Trev,
like to rehash?
100%.
No.
And this lighting, her eyes are so pretty.
Good.
Or it really accentuates how pretty her eyes are, I should say. Nothing like being gaslighted to really bring the shine out of one's eyes, right? Okay, so what we'll do now, since this scene is over, and we can't hear the musical cue, what we'll do is record this. Kadoosh. Do this. Finding strings. So I've never streamed with my light on. How do you guys like that? Do you like it like that, or you like it better with the light off? These are the things I need to know. These are the critical questions I am asking of mine chat. These are the things I need to know. All right. What did I just do? What just happened? I just lost something. Where is it? Okay, that was weird. Go there, do that, and we should be good. Okay. Trevor says, I think the light off looks better in my opinion. Okay, fair. Very fair. And we can absolutely do that. I was just curious. This thing is still decompiling. And we will, I'm going to go use the little Cubs room real quick because I've been drinking water like a fish. So let's put some little fun tunes on. And we'll be back in just a moment. See here. Oh, did this raffle already end? Did I take that long? Oh no, it's still going. There we go. There we go. Perf. All right. This music always puts a smile on my face. Even if I'm not smiling. Okay, let's do that and get ready to continue. All right. Trev says, I posted an interesting photo on the Discord earlier. I'm not sure if y'all have seen it. And look, looks like Trevor and Anna split the pot. So let's do another, shall we?
Jesse's passed out.
Just for fun.
Hey, let me do that.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to playing Horizon Forbidden West, Melamat. And it's cool that you and Schmitty are jamming out to it. You know?
Why didn't you tell him?
Wasn't the right time.
I love that delivery and the way she's looking at her. She says that. Dina is like, man, she's just serene. She has a bunch of mental resolve. She's a badass warrior. She's just the emotional, mental, and physical MVP of this story.
This girl.
And that's all Shannon.
Her unit was assigned to this hospital. They were collecting supplies or something.
Excited to see me streaming it? Oh, awesome. That makes me more pumped. Because I'm always afraid, you know, when I stream games that aren't The Last of Us, a lot of people don't seem to
You're gonna go now?
want to watch that. You know what I mean? So
At least just wait for Jessie to rest up.
She could be gone by then.
Notorious says really intimidated how she
Maybe Tommy
bit
has
off
to.
the thread. Oh, really intimate. Or no. Oh, yeah, intimate.
What?
Nothing.
It was definitely a tender moment for sure.
Can you come help me with the door, please?
Ellie, you're lucky Dina puts up with you. That's all I got to say. All right, it's time to go meet the Seraphistos, my friend.
That should take me to the hospital. Follow Route 5.
Anna says, I remember when you were streaming Far Cry 6. It was pretty fun. I had a lot of fun playing that, but hardly anybody wanted to watch me play Far Cry 6. So, Anna, it was like me, you, I think maybe Sophia was there, I think Rocco, and that was it. It was just the three of us playing some Far Cry 6, you know. And that's just the way it is sometimes, you know. Mr. Monocle, oh, I'm glad you did, man. I enjoyed it. And I played up to the part where I really wanted to. Finishing the Book of Boba Fett, I just had this big Star Wars itch that I needed to scratch. And of course, the second sister, she's amazing. And I really wanted to play up to the part where we actually get to really confront her for the first time. She makes that big revelation. She takes off her helmet. And we get to gaze upon all of her dangerous beauty. And, yeah, it was great. I had a lot of fun. And, we might go back to it. We'll see. There's not a whole lot of time. Hello? Are we back? Are we back? I'm seeing some shit popping up. Bunch of drop frames. Okay. Haven't had drop frames issues in a long time. Okay, so close these. See what it does. Yeah. Your stream is experiencing minor issues, is what it is telling me right now. Son of a gun. Okay. How does everything look now, guys? Does it still look crappy? I'm not sure that there's much I can do. I think this thing's just going to have to write itself out, unfortunately. How's the sound? Is the sound being interrupted at all, or is it just... Is it visuals? Is it all over Twitch, Anna? That will make me feel better that it's all over Twitch and not my connection. It looks fine now, Sophia. Thank you for that. Appreciate you, man. Alright. There's not a whole lot that I can... Are we back? Are we back? I was reading all of your responses, but I don't think we were live. It's like dancing with the music off. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry, guys. Is it watchable right now? And we're back, kind of. I'm so sorry for these issues, guys, especially on, like, my last stream for at least a week or something like that. Okay. Exactly. Curses to you, Twitch. Why dost thou do this? But if it's Twitch, if it's on Twitch's end, that actually makes me feel a lot better, because that means there's just nothing I can do versus it being some weird... Ooh, there's a white flash. That was weird. Oh, thank you, Meloman. I appreciate that.
All right.
You are an angel. All of you are, really. At least in my life. Oh no, Texans Girl says it's not working for me. Dadgummit. Mick says, this is where you find my favorite notes in the game. You find the wife here and the husband later on. I know. Mick, you know, we were talking about earlier, you were talking about the Overlook and how long it takes to recognize that those are the same building. I never did, and I was probably on my 14th or 16th playthrough when I read the subreddit where it pointed that out to me, and that's kind of how I learned. I certainly never saw it. But it took me forever, Mick, to like realize that these notes were connected. You know, like I think probably because after my first couple of playthroughs I would skip reading the artifacts, and it didn't snap into place that this was his wife. And I think I made that connection on one of the recent streams, actually, maybe on my first Grounded playthrough or the one right before it or something. Yeah. Okay, Anna, that makes me feel a bit better. And you know what? Just since we're talking about it, we'll read this. Simon, I hope you never read this note. I hope I can crumble it up, burn it, when you return for us. It's been, I don't even know how many hours since you left. I went out to look for you, and these hooded people spotted me. They shouted at me, called me a sinner, then started shooting. I ran back in and barricaded the door. All I can hear is the rain, but I'm worried they're still out there. Should I run? Should I stay? I feel completely paralyzed. I'm sorry I got so sick. I'm sorry I let you go to the hospital by yourself. I'm sorry I didn't stay hidden like you told me. If anything happens to me, I want you to know how much I love you. Please come back. I'm so scared. Paige. So then we'll read the husband's letter when we get to the pigeon building after the Seraphites encounter. So that's going to be a little bit further out. How's the stream quality now, guys? Is it maintaining for now? We can only hope. I'll take that canister. That'll help us out. Let's see. Okie dokie. Do we have anything we want to upgrade right now? Improve trap mines. It's all Jeff Bezos' fault? Does he have something to do with Twitch now? What are we going to get? That. Smoke bombs. More smoke bombs. Okay, I think we want to go this path. Prone. And faster stealth kills if we can. I think that's what we want. Endure can be nice, but I think that's what we're going to do. What's up, Rocco? My man.
Oh, hi, Mark.
It's good to see you popping in on a break, bro. Hopefully everything is going your way this Monday, my dude. Ow.
There we go.
Amazon owns Twitch. I don't think I knew that, so that's cool to know. Look at these crows. It's just going to send a bunch of alerts. The kitty cat runs. Kitty cat disappears. Sarah says, dude, I got locked out of the stream for a minute. Well, we are glad to have you back, Sarah. Yeah, so the stream's been... Oh yeah, we gotta go in the other way. The stream's been acting weird, Rocco. But Anna was telling us that it's kind of everywhere. Kind of a Twitch thing today. Mick says, also, I only recently found out you can't shoot Alice after you kill her. Don't ask how I know this. That's disturbing. That somebody found out you can't... I'm not surprised though, because you can't aim anything at the dogs when you're playing Abby's side. Like, even like the toy, like you can't throw the toy at Alice, you know? Yeah, I'm glad it's behaving for now. Darling, I got everything packed, but Fedra's already starting to put people on buses, and I have no idea where you've disappeared to. If I'm gone before you get back, I stashed a few of my things in the safe, maybe an overabundance of caution, but Fedra's been confiscating things due to quarantine. All smells fishy to me. Combination is still set to our wedding date. I mean, it's been 30 years, but I assume you remember what that was, right? See you soon. Love, Ellen. It's like October 83, right? Something like that. October 8th. So I think it's 10/8/83, right? Am I mathing correctly? Yeah, I think so. I think I'm mathing correctly. Is mathing a verb? Give us the card. Let's see what this is. Let's try it. $83, amigo. There you go. Ash says, fun fact, the safe accepts the date in both. That's what somebody was sharing as well about the Good Boy safe, the Employee of the Year safe, that it accepts, you know, either way that you would figure to put it in if you're European or you know, whatever convention you go by in your part of the world, which I think is really cool on their part that they thought about that and didn't localize it to any version of the game. You know, it's just no matter what you played, it accepts those. I think it's pretty cool, actually. All right, so we do have this. I don't think we need that. What's in that room, do we? I don't think we need what's in the room. I'd rather not fight them, to be honest. I'd rather not waste trap mines on them either. Take this bottle. We'll just search the kitchen and search the basement of this apartment building and call it a day on this building. And it says in Brazil we use day, month, year. Yeah, it actually makes sense. I mean, for an American brain, it's probably a little bit weird, but it definitely makes sense to like start small and then go big. So start with day, then go to month, then go to year. But, you know. All right, so let's skitty on daddle from here. I was going to leave that there. Wow. Soph says I use day, month, year at my job. Right. Sarah, you want to play some Maza Memory? Well, let's do it, my friend. We're going to toss the epic Abby coin. We're already vibing with some epic Abby energy from some cosplay that Anina shared earlier. So let's do it. Can you hear me now? I'm gonna have to add this thing to every single. I'm gonna have to add the microphone source to every single. Oh my god, this is insane. But while you're thinking about that, Sarah, let me rotate the mom deck out. Turn that off. Let's do the next one. Let's do this. All right. We're gonna be doing a Doomsday Dave deck. All right. Sarah? Since it's the last stream for a while, guns. All right, legendary Abby coin on behalf of Sarah Alafair, the one and only. Let us see those guns. And Braid it is, unfortunately. I will let you go first, and I'm going to switch to this scene. I'm going to have to add my microphone again. But you decide which cards you'd like to turn over, Sarah. There we go. Can you guys hear me now? There we go. There we go. And thank you for kicking off the raffle, Sophia. And let's open the stats. Maza memory. Match history. There we go. This is Sarah Alifair. Beautiful. All right. Sarah says, let's do 1 and 4. As you wish. We will do that immediately. Interact. There is number 1, and there is number 4. Not a match, but some very interesting cards to see. I'm going to go with this. Okay. And this. Not a match. Back to you, Sarah. And if you guys aren't already following Doomsday Dave on Instagram, go check him out, man. He does a lot of beautiful custom artwork and custom renders of our favorite The Last of Us characters. Sarah says 5. There's 5 right there. We got Ellie Fett, the bounty hunter, apparently. I love it. She says 3. And there it is.
Sarah, don't defy me.
There she goes with her first slash on the board. Let's see if I can make some magic happen here. All right. What's up, Fiery? Hello to you. Ooh, was that here? No! Back to you, Sarah. Back to you. Even though you're ahead by 1.
You're no match for me, Sarah.
You know it's true. Come on, Sarah. You know. I got David Bowie on my side. 8, Sarah says. There's... Oh, my goodness. Oh, my good gravy, Sarah. What are you doing to me? What are you doing? She's trying to take first place on the mom leaderboard. I'm on a work computer, so I gotta be careful here. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. 2. I think you're right. There it is. And she pulls ahead again. Melomac gifting a sub to Fire Girl.
No,
Mello,
the first thing about this.
you are amazing. Much love to you, Mello. Thank you so much for that. Okay, I've really got to make something happen. Are we back? I've been talking to you guys, but then I was like, I don't think they can hear me. Jeff Bezos' fault, yeah. And Melomat wins the raffle. So we'll do another. Alright, Sarah, do you remember what I turned over? I think I turned over 9 and 12. I could turn them over again if you want to see. I hope that's what I turned over. I'm pretty sure I did turn over 9 and 12. Did it die again? Are we back, Sarah? Okay, yeah, Sarah. Okay, cool. Here we go. Here's 9. Oh, I need my interact. Hello. Whoa, what's happening? What's happening? My interact window vanished, actually. Memory game. Interact. There's 9. And there is 12. Are we still on? I see fucking hell. So I don't know if that means... I don't know what that means from Sarah, but hopefully she saw the cards I just turned over, which were not a match for me. Yeah, 1. There you go. Yeah. And... what now, Sarah? Serious lag? Oh, I think it's doing its silly poopiness again, unfortunately. So we will freaking lag. Let's do this. Toughest game ever, I know, right? Ooh, nice one, Mello. Once again. Okay, Sarah says 12. Yes. And there it is. What I was saying before we had the disconnects was that there's only been 2 sweeps so far. And you have the potential to sweep me here. Rocco sweeped me, and I think I sweeped Mick. So, that's what I was saying earlier. Alright, let's see. Let me go with this. I'm going to turn over this card. Oh, nope. I think I saw her here. Oh, no! Not a match! Not a match. And this is your chance. This is your chance to sweep me and be the 3rd sweep of the year and one of 2 players to sweep me this year. The other being Rocco. Now Metal gonna gamble 20% just like this. If you can believe it. Okay, she says 16. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No pressure, Sarah. No pressure. Meep, meep. Okay, she says 10. Okay, let's see number 10. Not a match, unfortunately. Okay. She's here? No! Back to you, Sarah. Back to you. This is a little bit extra challenging. Having to play it under these circumstances. Now I see orange bars on my connection, McDougal. Some dropped frames. Hopefully nothing too crazy. $13? Let's see. Oh, my interact window died again. I think because the stream probably restarted or something. Let's go with 13, which is right here. I'm waiting for the death knell. She's like, 16! Yeah, I think so. I think so. And there it is! There it is, Sarah!
You were a worthy adversary, but I won this time.
All right. Good game indeed, Sarah. Good game to you. You did awesome. You did amazing. And we're going to see if this is going to put you in first place. Let me give you some coins first for your victory. Add coins, Sarah Alifair. Make sure I'm spelling your name right. Alifair. 5,000 Wolfie coins. Boom.
Strike to claim it. Strike to claim it. And he got it!
Are you kidding me? That's right. Who do you think you are? I am.
I love that. Who do you think you are? I am. All right, Sarah, let's update the stats here. Mine's going to go down a little bit. That's our 43rd game to play, my 28th loss. This is Sarah's 10th victory and her 15th game to play. This puts Sarah in first place on the board. First place with a 6.666 win to skill ratio. Way to go, Sarah. So when we update this, you will be the queen at the top of the leaderboard. All right, so let's do this real fast. Data. Sort. Yes. There she is. All right. Well done, Sarah. Well fucking done. I spelled your name wrong? Sarah Alfie? Oh, shit. My bad. Let's try this again. What am I doing? Oh. My brain's malfunctioning, apparently. Apparently it's not just Twitch that's on the fritz today. Let's try this. There we go. There we go. There you go, Sarah. GG to you. Good game. Good game. All right. I'll stop embarrassing myself here, and we'll embarrass me in some Grounded The Last of Us playthrough. How about that? Why don't we do that? But thank you so much, Sarah. And we shall continue our search for Abby. All right. Rock and roll time. There we go. All right. Into the basement. I think there's a few supplies down here.
Got in here.
Ooh, we got full canisters. What can we make? What can she make? Oh, thank you, Mello. You're so sweet. Right on. And Mello, if you want to play, just let me know, and we will absolutely do that. What does this take? Let's see. She doesn't have a silencer, so let's definitely craft one of those. Definitely craft. Make a molly. Right. Guess we'll make another trap mine. I think we'll be Gucci. Trevor says, well, guys and gals, I'm going to go for now. Good luck for the rest of your stream, and most importantly, good luck at your job. Wolf, and have the fun. Thank you so much for that, Trevor. Seriously, man. Much love to you, brother. Take care, man. Thanks for coming to hang out with us for a bit, man. And thanks for the well wishes about the job. I'll definitely take that with me tomorrow. All right. Let's G to the O. Onward to the Comic Expo. Do not block 24-hour access.
All right.
Wee. How's everything been for you, Fire Girl? How's everything with the little flame? Hopefully everything's going pretty good. There we go.
Actually worked. That's pretty smart, Ellie.
Pretty smart indeed.
Okay.
Oh, shit, Sarah. One of the most important things I forgot to mark. Your historic sweep. Sarah Alifair is now one of 2 players who have swept me. Her and Rocco. So, made sure to record that. Right on. Anina says, okay, finally my connection isn't super fried anymore. What did I miss? You missed Sarah sweeping me, maybe? And Mods of Memory being the first, being one of 2 players to do that this year. And she's first place on the leaderboard now, even though the graphic isn't updated to say so. Sarah is number 1. Fiery says, Wolf, the little flame is still awake at the moment. She is growing so quick all of a sudden, too. It happens. They grow so fast. Oh. Cool. We got a bottle. We got a bottle. We...
Nice.
Very nice. More pots? Definitely like pots. And a card. Let's check it out. Let's see what card it is. Arch enemy. Real name Marcus Fordham. A former army sharpshooter and seasoned bow hunter, this vigilante's path was forged when his family was caught in the crossfire between the New Dogs and the Society of Champions. Destroyed by grief, he turned to the most dangerous game. Not human, but superhuman. Donning high-tech camouflage and claiming the moniker Arch Enemy, he's menaced both sides of the war with his hunter's instinct, his compound bow, and arsenal of high-tech traps. Okay. I think we're good to go. G-double-O-D.
Stinks in here.
Gonna get him again. Oh, I didn't want to use the machete, but...
Great.
Now, we will run back, get a bottle out of that room. Hello, Indie Fairy. How are you doing? Good to see you here.
What do I do now?
Oh, I wasn't looking for a hint. I thought it was telling me to look at something. I wanted to get one of these bottles. Alright, cool. Hello from Texas to the great down under. How you doing, Indy? Hopefully everything is going your way. We didn't really want a hint. I thought it was... But I just hit that reactively. Thank you for the supplies. Caney, what's up? So good to see you. Happy Monday all. And Tuesday to our friends from the other side of the world. Okay. I think we're good to go now. We. Look at these little bastards. Look at them like cockroaches, just scrambling everywhere. Alright. Bastardos. I do not like you. Kaya! Shoot! We. Oh, oh, oh! Oh no, bastard. Oh, open it. Oh, it won't break. Oh! Alright, we're gonna restart. Oh my goodness. I'm doing great. We're just rocking, we just jamming, we're gonna kill some stalkers, though we are gonna try and run through here. Cheat! Oh, cool. She's fully healed. She won't take her health kit out. So that's kind of cool. It's a trap! Kenny says, I nearly shit myself going through this phase on Grounded. Right? Yeah. I just like to run through there, Kenny, instead of dealing with all those guys. Right? Sylvester! What's up, man? It's so crazy you can see courthouse from there. Oh, you can? I don't think I really realized that, Sylvester.
To the street from here.
Where's the courthouse? I want to see. Which one is the courthouse? Something to definitely check out. What's the map from day one? Those buildings? I don't think so. Doesn't look like them to me? Or am I missing something? Are we talking about a different direction? Yeah, that doesn't look like downtown to me. Yeah, that doesn't quite look like downtown to me. So yeah, I'm not sure about that. All right. Shaking like a leaf and pausing every 5 seconds so I can follow a stealth tutorial. Hey, we have all been there. 100%. Okay, let's hop down here and say hello to all the stalkers that I absolutely hate.
Down to the street.
Let's make sure this shotgun's fully loaded. Okay, cool. All right. We are gonna shotgun the clicker. Firegirl says, day one downtown, you can see the hospital. When you arrive on downtown, on your left is the hospital, the area that's off limits. Yeah, I think I'd need to kind of get a better angle for it to snap into my brain, because the way it looks like that, I'm not making the connection, so it's probably just me. But I'd definitely be interested in the video if somebody wanted to link it and check out like what parts it's actually saying Because when I looked at that, it wasn't connecting for me. So, but it's probably just my brain being my brain. You know, what it does, what it likes to do. Give me a hard time all the time, I swear. You try living with it. Hello. We got little stockies. Oh, do they not know I'm there? Yeah, Sylvester, if you want to post that video on our Discord, it'd be cool to check out later. Post it in our The Last of Us channel. That'd be kind of cool. All right, Sophie, we'll check you later on. Thanks for hanging out. Really appreciate your help with the Law Dog stuff. You take care. What's up, Najesden? How are you doing? Yeah, this is my last stream for just a little bit, maybe the next week or so, as we're transitioning into a new job schedule. And I'll just have to see how the stream schedule is going to interact and play with that, if that makes sense. Purple. And lights off. Purple and lights off. All right, let's do it. Let's do some purple. Oop. Don't turn those lights off. How about that? Let's see. We'll have to see how purple this actually looks on the camera itself. Let's see. Let's take a gander real quick. Let's take a gander. All right. All right. All right, you guys. Is that purple enough? Some good purple vibes. Really cool looking color. Coming through on the lights. I'm vibing with it. All right. Let's see. You forgot to fire your gun by the time you reached the courthouse garage? Oh no. Let's see if we can find another throwable here. Let's see. And it says, good luck on your new job, Dan. I'm also starting a new job this month. Super excited about it. Hell yeah. Congrats to you, Anna. And it's my pleasure, Notorious. My pleasure. I thought there was another throwable around here. Oh no. We just had the same thing happen to Sylvester that happened to Notorious Demise earlier. I am so sorry about that, Sylvester. Oh my goodness. And we don't have a law dog here with us today. Maybe if you can whisper it to me, Sylvester, then I can share it with everybody. But also, if you would share it on the if you would share it on the Discord, that's probably the best thing to do. Because I'm not going to watch the video right now. But probably sharing it on the Discord is probably the best thing to do. That's what I would say. And he says, yeah, I was following Grounded stealth tutorials on very light mode because I was so scared. And it worked, but also backfired a little. Yeah, you definitely got to love the atmosphere that they create. It can be pretty intense sometimes. Especially when we're experiencing stuff like this the first time. It can be a lot of hormones in the system, a lot of adrenaline. As we're wondering what's right around the corner from like what's going to happen to these characters that we're getting attached to. What clicker is going to just jump out of some crawl space. You know, it's definitely very exciting. And then suddenly you got a Rat King coming after you. Yeah. It's definitely very strong, potent, atmospheric. All right, I think we got all the scraps that were here.
Here we
So
go.
let's push ourselves through.
Shit.
That's me. Down we fall. Persistent little bastards, aren't they? Oof. Every time I hear that, I flinch. Just that metallic sound of her hitting that is definitely... Yeah, but like I said, Sylvester, if you just want to share it on the Discord, that's probably the best path. That would be the best path, I think. Alright, see if we can get this bastard. Reich. These little bastard. Yeah, you've got to agree to the rules by selecting the emoji, and once you do that, all of the wonderful channels will open up to you. It's like magic. I know it can be a little bit confusing. You're not the first person that's had an issue with that, or didn't realize that's what they were supposed to do.
Fuck Seattle.
You can tell that they don't expect you to go in the secret room. So that's why she says it when she passes here as if you just came out of the water. It's kind of cool. All right. And here we go. Let's go meet some Seraphites, guys. Who is ready for that? Okay, so what we'll do right now is... Let's do this. Let's go. Like this. There we go. Put that back here. All right. Mello says, I gotta go to sleep. Hope you have a great start with the new job, Wolf, and hope to see you all soon. Was great to hang with you. Made my day better. Take good care. Mello, cheers to you. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest, and may an ocean of dreams await you behind closed eyes, my friend. And thank you so much for all the generosity and positivity you brought to the channel today. Cheers! Cheers to you, and we lift our muzzles to sing you a song, a little lullaby, wolf pack style.
Get me the hell out of here.
As you slip off. Awesome. Full health. 3 health kits. We are good to go. Bye-bye, Mello. Bye-bye.
Okay. You are here. And the hospital's there.
And we're about to be at the Pigeon Building where we can get the other letter that Mick was talking about. One of his favorite letter stories. Right? I'm so glad you were finally able to make a stream with us, Indy. Strange whistles. Strange whistles. Somebody left their Halloween decorations up. It's interesting with that music not there. Nothing like an arrowhead in the old shoulder. Who the fuck? Ow. My spine. Yes, that is where the husband's letter is. And we'll get to that in a minute. Really don't want to use much.
Fuck.
Who the fuck? Yeah, let's go this way. See what we can do. Oh, she's stuck on something. Oh, this ain't good. Bye. Bye. I am just a snake in the grass. Or in the ferns. Oh, thank you, Sylvester. Really appreciate, man. I will definitely check that out later. Because I'm very interested to see so that I can recognize it the way that you explained it so it can snap into my brain. Sometimes my brain needs a little bit of help. Oh, shit, that's great. I don't know, get up. Ellie. Oh, she wouldn't jump up there, so I got seen. That really stinks. We got... What's happening? The game's frozen. What just happened? Yeah, it was weird. I got to that thing and like Ellie wouldn't jump up and now I don't know what... Please wait? Wow. Okay. Some type of glitch there. But yeah, she wouldn't climb up the bluff and then they saw me. Because you can't hesitate. But apparently, I guess that was part of the... what just happened, so... Let's try it again. Unfortunately, it's a little awkward to chat on stream just as I'm getting out of bed and making breakfast, I can well imagine. No need to worry about that. Anina says, man, I actually only recently noticed that Ellie got freaking lucky. The human lung extends well up to the shoulder. She could have died instantly if the arrow hit her a little lower. What in the world? Oh, I see what you're saying. Like maybe right here or something. I don't know. Maybe like right here. I don't know. Can't really see it very well on the camera. Let's continue. See where this is going to put us. Hopefully like right after she got shot. So, but that was a really, really weird glitch to have where she wouldn't jump up that thing. I was just trying to stealth out of there, obviously. And make our way to the husband's letter and check that out. Right? While we wait... All right, here we go. Hold on to your butts. Who the fuck? Pay no attention to the girl in the ferns. Okay, let's see if we can do this again. Let's see. Okay, cool. Kind of worried about going to that bluff again if it does some weird shit where she can't get up. Or she doesn't get an option. Oh shit, this guy's right here. See if we can just dispose of him. And she's right there. She'll probably see. And we don't want that. We just want to keep on keeping on. Sam Porter Bridges style, right? Fallen. That's the call and answer whistle, but... Oh, she's right there. How did she not see me? What in the living fuck? What in the force? How did she not see me? I don't even know, but I'm gonna fucking take it. Bye, guys. Take this axe. Thanks. Oh! Go! Go with a smile. Bye. Damn, she got hit. Hopefully we'll find some candy bars. I like to hold on to my 3 health kits. Oh. Oh, they're mad. They're very mad. Holy shit. Oh yeah, that's why I didn't want to go again, Sylvester. Little one is finally asleep, Fiery says. Gonna follow that example. Wishing you good luck with the new job, Wolf, and catch you soon. Another time. The fun. Have a good stream. Cheers to you, Fiery. Take care, and you have great rest. Thank you for the congrats, the well wishes about the job. Cheers to you. And I agree, Indy. It's definitely... The tension is definitely very well maintained in this gritty world that they've created with these characters. You literally get the feeling that anybody could die at any second, and you just don't know where the narrative's going to take you when you're playing it for the first time. And this world, you really buy into the lethality of it all. Let's check out this card first. Let's check it out. Doppelganger. All right. Strange being of unknown origin. This alabaster-skinned humanoid. Oh, we got a raid by Vegan Gamer. Welcome, Raiders. We're so happy to have you guys here. Welcome. Cheers to y'all. Thank you for that raid, Vegan Gamer. Let's... I don't think we have any law dogs here, so I'm going to do... Oop, I can't use that screen. I got to use this one. Let's do a little shout out for you. Vegan Gamer. Am I saying it right? Hopefully I am. Oh, what am I doing? Let's do that. And do that. Do that. And hopefully that works. How was your The Last of Us Part 2 stream? And thank you for the raid. Really appreciate that, by the way. Really appreciate that. Yeah, just probably for this week, as I'm figuring out a new schedule that I'm transitioning to. New job opportunities. And we just have to see how that all flows together. And that's all that was, you know. Very possible we'll be streaming, you know, in like this week. You just finished Abbey Day 3? Oh, grounded, kill all, no guns. Wow, impressive, impressive stuff. There, vegan gamer. I am definitely not at that level yet, but I think that's a great way to play Abby, though, because the only guns she needs to have are the guns she has out at all times. Right? You can hear all the pigeons. Yeah, we're playing Grounded, and I enjoy playing Grounded, but I also like retrying encounters and stuff like that. I'm definitely not like esports level like a lot of you guys are with aiming and reaction time and all that kind of good stuff, and you know, that's fine. We can't all be superstars. Grounded is a lot of fun. Grounded is indeed a lot of fun. Did I miss the letter, or did I pick it up mindlessly? Should be in here. Did I pick it up? Let's see. Genius is playing this until they give us more. I thought there was a little secret room that you hopped into. I've only played this almost 30 times. Am I just high on something? Or is the letter that's supposed to be here not here? Let me see real quick. Let's check a little something something real fast. Yeah, dying husband's plea. Where is that? Okay, that doesn't tell me where it's at, though. It's by a green trash can, though. I thought it was in this apartment. Very strange. I'm looking for the husband's letter to the wife. I always thought it was in this apartment, but I'm not seeing it, and I didn't mindlessly pick it up because it's not in my inventory. I thought it was like right here on the bed or something. So, I don't know. Really weird. Yeah. Oh, wait. It's up. It's up here. It's up here. It's up here. It's up here. This is the only way you can get to this level. That's right. It should be in here. Or in this room. So, should be in here. There we go. Here he is. There's the medicine he was... The pills that we're getting is the medicine he was getting for her. Here we go. If anyone finds this note, my wife Paige is waiting for me back in the old conference center at Pike and Convention, right across from the brew pub. Please take her this medicine. She's pregnant and could die without it. I thought I could make it, but I've lost too much blood. I was sprinting through the woods, heard some whistles, and then an arrow pierced my side. I ducked into this place. I think I'm safe. Can't get any worse, right? Starting to feel cold. Bad joke. Never mind. She'll tell you. I'm always making bad jokes. If you find Paige, tell her I went peacefully. Tell her I hope they live happy lives. Tell her I love her. And tell her if it's a boy, don't name the kid after me. Go with that name we picked. They really want to give you hints in this game, don't they? All right. It's time to meet more Seraphites. I was wondering the exact same thing, because those bodies are really decomposed. Yet, you know, they were killed by Seraphites, so... Make sure we turn that off.
I think I can fit.
Butt slide.
Don't do this.
Damn it.
He's explaining something. I'll tell you about it. Just...
So cool, because Isaac is planning something.
They are monstrous. Being attacked! I think that came from over there!
Oh, I didn't even kill her.
Straggler! Get the wolf!
All right.
They are monstrous. I didn't want to... Breathe. Holy shit! Oh, no! No!
Oh shit, these two come up.
Straggler!
Why wouldn't she? That's weird as fuck.
In the building!
I have like no strategies. I just try to flow my way through here.
I didn't want to... Breathe. Holy shit! Oh, no! No! Straggler! They are monstrous. I didn't want to... Breathe. Holy shit! Oh, no!
Sounds pretty peaceful, what you're doing. You know, totally doesn't sound completely unhinged.
Now he is free. Now he is free. Search for stragglers.
The chanting certainly doesn't accentuate anything really fucked up or creepy. You know.
Do you hear what Lily
was off, though.
Shit, you can't see me. Mm. Hey, Sizo, how are you doing? How does she see me in the ferns? Really weird. She's got fern eyes. Andy says, "Oh, do you not horribly disembowel people when you think you're saving?" Weird. I know, right? Now he is free. Hopefully everything's going your way, Sizo. We are just doing some The Last of Us Grounded.
Rachel!
Rachel!
It came from over there!
We... Ain't nobody... This ain't good. This ain't good. It's so super normal, you know it.
We're under fire! Might have come from over there!
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Sizo. Oh, I'm glad, you know, you just came to hang out for the positive vibes. And certainly what we're trying to do here. And, yeah, it definitely made my day to see your name light up here in the stream. Glad you came to come say hi to us. Aw, I think I was doing a good job spinning around those guys. I hadn't thought about doing it that way before. So just let them kind of move forward, do their thing. Just need to find a way into the parking lot, the parking garage, and then pick up a checkpoint. Then we'll be good. How's everything been going in the Dead by Daylight realm, Sizo? For those of you who don't know, Sizo streams Dead by Daylight. She's a really amazing Dead by Daylight player. I have no strategy for getting past these guys. I really don't want to waste mats. So I'm just trying to flow it like I did the last 2 times. It's kind of a pain in the balls because there's just so many of them and they all have like a line of sight on all these different angles that are changing, so... Maybe these two will just cycle around completely. Then you have this Fromer to worry about. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. Did they hear something? Okay. Oh, is he coming back up? That's not good.
Don't! Get the wolf!
Oh. Jesus. So much violins and not enough cellos. And I'm all the way back here. Yeah, I just don't have enough arrows to do that, and my arrow aim's not great. I usually just end up wounding them, and it's not a kill shot. Seems like we had something kind of close to working over here, so I'll try it again. Just trying to save all my lovely mats as much as I can. Oh, Jesus. What's up, Corey? How you doing, bro? Good to see you, man. Getting a tiny bit frustrated with this sequence right here. And these eagle-eyed people over there. I'm doing great, man. I'm just a little annoyed with this encounter because I really don't want to fight all these Seraphites, and I don't want to exhaust a bunch of material. And I'm just kind of not in the mood to have patience for it all right now. Yeah, and if you want to send one to me, I'll probably check it out at some point. I haven't really been researching stealth strats. I haven't really researched anything other than the stuff that Corey shared with me during my first playthrough. Okay, I'm just going to try and... I don't know if this guy can see me or not. Oh,
Straggler! Get the wolf!
Jesus.
She's running! Hear that? We got her! Right over here!
Ugh. this guy's gonna see me.
Straggler! Get the wolf!
Don't let her escape!
I don't know why it's not a one-hit kill. Oh, thank you for that, Notorious. Appreciate that. Are you heading off, Notorious? She says, I'll taper off to bed now. It was so great to hang out with you all and sending you much love. Cheers to that, Notorious. You rest well in a nebula of dreams. Sizo says, I'm going to go, but you have a great stream, Wolf, and have a good day, everyone, right? You hang in there, Sizo, and thanks for popping in. It was really great to see you. Your name light up in the chat. And he says, just sent a strat to the TLOU channel on Discord. I used it on my first playthrough. That account has a lot of really useful stuff. Right on. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. I appreciate muchly. Just going to see if I could use this little... See the grass moving around. Jesus. Oh! I was trying to do Assassin's Creed stuff. It didn't work. She got that. She caught that axe in the air. That was awesome. I don't know how effective this is. I feel like I'm getting hurt a lot.
Lost her.
Oh! He said I lost her and I fucked it up. Wow. Way to go. Way to go. Jesus. And here we are. Here we are back here. Well, it's close to my normal ending stream time, guys, so I think I'm going to call it right there. But thank you guys so much for coming to hang out with me on this day where it's probably going to be my last stream for just a little bit. But thank you guys so much for working with me with all the little technical difficulties we had today and all that kind of great stuff. So, but much love to all of you guys for coming to hang out here. But yeah, I got to get going on some stuff. But I really appreciate it. And like I said, we'll see as we get into this new schedule this week with how we're going to do streaming and all that kind of good stuff, and just see what makes sense and what we can do. Corey says, damn, my internet lag right now. Yeah, I think a lot of things have been going on with Twitch too. A lot of weird things. I have a bunch of lost frame alerts and stuff like that. But much love to you guys, and I will hopefully see you guys sooner rather than later. But peace. Take care.